Welcome to the Us on Everything podcast. This is episode 5, 6?
5.5. Kind of a remake because Tim likes loud noises.
Hey, so we had some audio issues, but we're moving on. We ain't gonna keep making episode 5. Like 5 is done.
Yeah, no.
5 is done.
Yeah, for sure.
But we got a lot of stuff to cover.
So much stuff.
Free agency, this might be the best NFL free agency of my lifetime for sure.
I was thinking earlier today, like, because there's a crop of players I'm mostly interested in, edge rushers.
Right.
And I was thinking hard. I was like, has there been a year where there's so much depth in free agency at that position and in the draft? If you really think about it, edge rushers across the board,
right? There's
a lot.
Yeah,
you go everything from my guy Romeo Okwara,
right,
and you can go Greg Rousseau in the draft. You
right.
can go our boy from Texas, Joseph Osai.
Yeah,
Ronnie Perkins. You can
Ronnie
get
Perkins.
second, I mean, there's.
Then you got other edge rushers that are free, like Olivier Vernon.
Yeah.
Not Olivier Vernon. Everett from the Lions. He was a Cowboy at one point in time. He's a solid veteran. And then you got other veterans like Yannick Ngakoue that are free agents that are major.
Yep.
So we got a lot of stuff to cover, but I wanted to find out, what was you doing over the weekend? How was the weekend going? What did you have in store? What pissed you off? What's been going on?
So I went to Dallas to see my fiance.
Yes, sir.
Dallas working.
Ariel, she beat your ass while you were up there.
She sure did.
I see that sty right there underneath your eye.
And then we went to Benihana's.
Ooh.
Had some little steak and shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did that, and came back, and just been chilling. So this week is championship week.
Yep.
We'll expand on this later.
Yep.
It doesn't. You know how championship week feels like championship week?
Yeah, it most definitely does.
It does not feel like championship week.
You know why it doesn't feel like championship week? Because NFL is fucking king.
Oh, sure.
That's why it doesn't feel like championship week.
Well, there's also just a lot going on in general.
Yeah,
right.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
We're getting more money from the government.
We getting them stimmies, dog.
Governor Hot.
And we just found out about an extra $300 per child for the rest of the year. So people that got kids getting broke off right now.
Hey man, I got some kids.
I don't have kids, but
I don't know where they at, but they out there.
Hey, if anybody, I have a lot of friends that have. Track Major is always showing his ass and is doing a little boogie because he about to get broke off for sure as he eats these Cheetos that look delicious. Why does he every time he eats food it looks better
than it actually is? I think maybe. Are you hungry?
No.
Oh.
No, it just looks better. It could just be greed. I don't know. But yeah, man, did you do anything else other than going to Dallas? Obviously you came back.
I made it. Literally went for 24 hours.
Oh, it was a turnaround. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
Left Saturday morning, came back Sunday.
Yeah. Well,
I like Saturday afternoon.
Well, I had some good news, over the weekend. I've been dealing with this PlayStation thing. I've been talking to you over, outside of this, the pod about how I've been dealing with Sony, and Sony actually got it right. So thank you guys. Let's clap it up for these guys. I have been trying to get my PlayStation 5 fixed for like the last 2 months, and I've had like multiple phone calls with Sony. Friday, I got a box to ship the PlayStation, and then I did ship it off the same day. And luckily, I got a PlayStation notification from PlayStation that it's there. It's at my house and it's ready to go. So I went and took a little break, went and got it.
That boy in?
Man, it looks great. It smells great. It smells new.
All right.
So I'm excited. That's probably what I'm going to do after. We watch a couple of basketball games tonight because we got to catch up with the Big 12, bro. Because the Big 12 is,
Big 12.
Hey, it's buzzing right now.
Hey, you know what?
It's buzzing right now.
Yeah. I think I almost bought a PlayStation yesterday.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, dog.
That's not your fault.
I dropped the ball.
No. That's somebody else's fault for not making a damn decision.
Right.
So,
Right.
But hey, we're gonna harp. We're
not gonna harp on it.
I told her don't worry about it.
We're not gonna harp on it.
I told her next time.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't play it anyway today. And actually, I might still wait because I still can't get Horizon Zero done without having to pay for it.
Yeah.
So Sony, get your shit together.
Hey man, you can get it for like $9. You don't want to pay $9?
Do you know what I'd rather pay?
0. Here we go. We starting early. Anyway,
And I'm just saying, 0 is greater than 9 in this equation.
So I also spent my weekend watching the NBA All-Star game, and I kind of liked it. I'm not even gonna lie. Normally the NBA All-Star game is a bigger event than it normally would be because of our circumstances. COVID, again, shouts out to people that have been affected by COVID. If you have COVID, I hope you get well. If you don't wear your mask, fuck you. Think about other people around you, because you could be affecting other people. Please wear a fucking mask, even if you live in Texas.
Are we talking about Governor Hot Wheels today? That's my guy. We got to tell you what we got to tell you what
Doug.
What?
Oh man.
We got to tell you what a
Dog, just to let you know, that rant that you went on last week about Greg Abbott was hilarious, dog. It was probably one of the best things that I've ever heard you say. I had never heard of Governor Hot Wheels until you said it, and my initial reaction to it, I felt was like priceless. But
that's my guy.
Yeah.
Until November, until I get to vote him out next year. That's my guy.
Yeah, Governor Hot Wheels, bro. I mean, I guess we could touch it just for a little bit. So for you guys that know, here's a short list of events that's happened in the state of Texas within the last couple of weeks. Hell froze over. We got fucked. We almost lost power for the whole entire state. People fucking died. People are still, in some areas of Texas, they still have to boil water. In some areas of Texas, people still don't have water 2.5 weeks after the fact. Then what happened last week? Oh, the dumbass Governor Hot Wheels decided that he wanted to remove masks from everywhere. But I did find out a bit of information that in Travis County, if you live in Travis County, you have to wear a mask.
So that's great that you mentioned that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a name for that fucking dumb shit that's the lieutenant governor.
Ted Boos?
No, man. What's his name? Ken Paxton.
Oh,
the Attorney General.
Yes,
What's a good name for him? We got to come up with something like, is he like short or stocky or anything like that?
And he's just old. He's an old white.
Well, you know what? I won't say what I need to say. Anyway, Mr. Paxton has given Texas, actually as of 7 minutes ago, he's given Austin basically a what do you call those things? Where it's like the end all be all.
An ultimatum?
There you go, an ultimatum.
Wait, what?
Yeah, as of 7 minutes ago, if any local mask requirements and business restrictions, or they're going to sue us. So our own Attorney General and our Mr. Hot Wheels guy.
What? How does that make sense?
His own cities in his own state because we want to protect our people.
Yo, Texas is shit right now. As a state, we don't look good collectively. Like, we don't look good as a unit. And that's because of the old whites that are in power right now.
Well, I mean, because I can't think of a name, I'm going to shout out to my friend Reiko. She calls him a twat mobile. So that's what we're going to call him. So,
Twat mobile.
Attorney Twat Mobile, if you're out there, my guy, go fuck yourself.
Dog. But anyway, now, no Vaseline, as Track Magician is saying. That's a great song, by the way.
Or just walk out in front of the street real quick. There's a lot of traffic.
You might get hit by Governor Hot Wheels.
Make sure you're pushing Governor Hot Wheels with you.
Oh, shit. Anyway, dog, they're going to come for us if we keep talking this much shit. But anyway, so Atlanta's open, just like we are, and just like Florida is. And I liked the All-Star layout for what it was and how they did it. It was very compact. Everything was quick. Everything happened in the same day, just about. They had a couple of things outside of the actual game. I liked the fact that the dunk contest, even though it should have its own unique day, it was in between basically the halftime show.
That made me mad as fuck.
Really?
The entire weekend, the entire day sucked. Partly from the fact I didn't get to watch it because I was driving home.
Right. Okay.
So, apart from that, I feel like All-Star Weekend, like the fact that we name it weekend,
right,
is its own special thing.
Right.
So I never want to see this all crushed into one day ever again.
Right.
I want it to remain 2 days.
It usually starts off. It's usually 3.
Yeah,
because Friday they'll have like a celebrity game, the rookies versus sophomores, which a couple years ago was very good.
So I don't, and Bleacher Report. I don't know if you know this or not, but Bleacher Report held a celebrity 2-on-2 tournament on Friday night or Saturday night.
Oh no, I didn't know anything about
Twitter.
that. It was on Twitter,
and it was on the Bleacher Report app.
Oh, I had no idea.
Seeing highlights of this, and I was like, I was trying to.
Oh, is that where?
It was like 2 Chainz and something.
It was like Quavo was there.
Yeah. He was
okay.
saucing everybody.
Dog. First off, Quavo was Lil Baby got flamed.
Yeah.
By who's? Quavo?
Everybody. That's where Lil Baby meme came from.
Oh no, not Lil Baby. Hey, he still flamed Drake though. If you haven't heard the Scary Hours EP, which is just a 3-pack, it came out over.
So
the
it was supposed meant to be.
It was meant to be a 3-pack. Okay. It is fucking amazing.
It's good. It's good.
And I was down on Drake for a while because he just wasn't doing what I like what he does, and that's just like rapping and being like exceedingly petty.
Yeah.
But shit, I mean,
he had one song on there.
Lemon Pepper Freestyle.
Is that the one where he says the same word like 18 million times?
No.
There's a song on there where he can. I think that's maybe when I tuned out, so I didn't get to really listen to the whole name. But
it's probably the song with Lil Baby.
Probably.
And Lil Baby fucking smoked Drake.
Yeah,
he smoked.
There's a song on there. And it's just like I was listening to it. I was like, all right, and then he kept going. I was like, all right, can we pick a new word to say now? Because I'm kind of tired of hearing this one.
All right. Well, yeah, dude, I had no idea about the All-Star game.
I thought that was cool. So I think what they should do moving forward is instead of
they should have pumped that a little bit better, huh?
Well, they shouldn't have put it on fucking Bleacher Report where 8 people have access to it.
I mean, you got a point. Because Bleacher Report is not my go-to for sports, of course.
The reason why they put it on Bleacher Report is because Bleacher Report is not affiliated with you.
Oh, so I didn't know that.
Last year.
Okay. Well, goddamn, they need to get that shit together because TNT is like
pretty big. Yeah.
Like what?
I think next year what they should do is instead of like the Celebrity All-Star game, I'd be down with this 2-on-2 tournament. It looked really cool.
Yeah. A 2-on-2, half court or full?
It was half.
Okay.
It was super dope. Like the court was really sick.
Right.
It was pretty tight.
That almost sounds like some NBA 2K type stuff.
Yeah,
you remember that they got the little 2-on-2, Yeah.
I really like that. So I just like the idea of a weekend,
right,
versus a day,
right. I get it.
I didn't get to see any of it. I know I did see that Steph Curry couldn't miss to save his life.
Yeah,
I did watch a little bit of
the
actual game. Now, here are my thoughts on the actual game.
Ooh, Dame Lillard looked amazing. And so did Giannis.
I love the format of the game.
Yes. I'm so glad that they've done that because it's more competitive.
I'm tired of the pick your own players bullshit.
It's only been year 2, like 3.
Yeah, and I'm already tired of it. I was done after last year. We need to go back to East versus West. I feel like there's a balance power or a balance.
And picking? That's not that just goes to show that LeBron is smarter than everybody else in the NBA. Because when you looked at that squad, I fucking thought I was playing the monsters from Space Jam. Like, okay, all right.
That's how you know the IQ gap between LeBron and everybody else is so big.
Dog,
it's stupid.
His team was so good.
Yeah, Luka, Giannis, himself, Steph, who couldn't miss even if you twisted his ankle. Dame. That team was loaded.
Yeah.
And Kevin Durant over here probably still in hospital mode. Fucking, I don't know what he was thinking.
I mean, he picked James. He picked
pick James all you want. That's your guy. That's solid.
I forgot the lineup.
James.
I forget the lineup.
I don't care. It didn't make any fucking sense. And
it was a crazy line. Like,
it was a blowout.
LeBron James' lineup was
cheat code.
Was wild.
I don't
and
like
even Giannis was like, he said, I looked at the lineup and was like, we're gonna win.
Like, was that even a question? So I'm not a fan of the team captain thing. I get the concept.
So you want to dead the team captain, pick your own team.
No. This is what I think should happen.
Okay.
We need to go back to East versus West.
Okay.
But have the same format.
One captain picks all of the players from the East, and one.
No, so these are your East All-Stars, these are your West All-Stars. This is who you play with. Mm-hmm. You do the same thing. Every quarter is its own. Every quarter is for charity, and then at the last quarter, it's whatever the total score is plus 25 points.
Right. Okay.
I love that. The actual format of the game was awesome. Mm-hmm. Clearly, these captains that they pick have no fucking brains because LeBron James is a captain every year, and he dusts the team that he picks every year.
LeBron picked a God squad.
He does it every year. Like, you look at his team and you're like, it's like it's LeBron who knows he's going to be the captain,
right?
Versus the other guy on the other team who's like, fuck yeah, I'm the captain, and and then he gets the first pick and he has a chance to pick.
I think his first pick was like Giannis.
No, but it's like the other guy gets his first pick and be like, dude, you can get that guy right there, but you get the middle of the road guy, and everybody's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Bruh.
I'm literally about to stack my team now. And then he's just like,
LeBron killed it. He killed it.
He's smarter than everybody else.
Clearly.
Kevin Durant, go just shoot the basketball. You know what? I don't want to take a shot here.
I wonder why they chose Kevin Durant.
Because he had the most votes. So it's the top 2 vote getters. I think it's the top 2 vote getters.
Of course, it makes sense to put LeBron versus KD. Speaking of the KD, they are rumored to get Andre Drummond.
That's actually a false rumor.
Really?
You want to know who started that rumor?
Who?
Allen Robinson.
Oh, because he did post it on Twitter.
Yeah.
And he's from Detroit. He spends his offseason in Detroit.
Yeah.
And
literally,
and of course, Drummond plays for the Pistons currently.
I think he did it as a joke. And he literally just reported it just like anybody else would.
Right.
And at first I was like, wait, what the fuck?
That just goes to show that facts don't fucking matter.
Well, I saw it myself and I was like, holy shit, Andre Drummond's going to the Nets. And then somebody laughed at me and I was like, what's so funny? He's like, look who reported it. I noticed it was Allen Robinson. Fucking dickhead. Allen Robinson, my guy.
Shout out to Allen Robinson. Hey. You're one of your free agent guys that you wanted to be a cult, and it's not because you got franchise tag.
Yeah, we'll talk. This is when we talk about free agents. We'll talk about why the franchise tag is fucking horseshit.
Is it?
Is Allen Robinson a free agent?
No.
By his own will?
No.
Okay, fuck the franchise tag. It's stupid as shit.
It's only stupid as shit because It
happens every year. There's that one guy that's like, shit, this dude's about to hit the market.
And they franchise tag him.
Because he wants to get away from the shitty team, and they wait until 59.9.9.9 the very last second to franchise tag him.
I would not be surprised.
And this is bullshit.
I will not be surprised if Allen Robinson
get traded.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. You needed fucking...
And it's going to be a $20 million tag. It's a $20 million tag, so it's feasible.
The thing is, the franchise tag is stupid. It happens. There's that one guy every year where it's like, dude, just let the guy go play. This is why the NBA rules all when it comes to the players. This is why the NBA is a players' league.
Do you think right now? Because honestly, I feel like we're trending in that direction with the NBA. The players have the power. I feel like the NFL is starting to trend. I've never felt that before. I can't say that before, but right now, it feels like shit's about to hit the fan, and we're about to experience what the NBA experiences, but on an NFL level.
So I think the next labor agreement, the players are going to push hard. I feel like it's so major, the players are willing to strike until they get rid of the franchise tag.
Okay.
Because it's fucking stupid. So you're basically telling me,
right?
Okay, regular Joes like us, right?
Right.
I could be like, you know what? I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to make a leap to a different company, and I have the absolute freedom to do that.
Right.
NFL players who make 100 times more than I do don't have the ability. And you know what this constantly reminds me of?
What?
Keeping the prisoners in the fucking...
In the pipeline.
No, the little quote that Texans guy said. don't let the inmates run the prison or whatever.
Oh, don't let the inmates run the asylum.
There you go. That's
Right.
basically what that is.
Right.
No,
Okay.
you don't get a choice to go where you want because I'm going to force you to stay here
Gotcha.
twice, maybe.
3 times.
No, you get twice. You can franchise tag twice, I think. You get it once, it's whatever the current league minimum is.
I thought it was
and
3
then
times.
if you do it a second time, it's like whatever the league maximum is times
Yeah.
plus 10% or 15%,
Right.
whatever. It's fucking stupid. So basically, I have to spend potentially 7 years
Right.
to either get a deal done or to force my way out. Unless, and this is the worst part, unless I think the franchise tag is stupid, I sit out, all these fans over here, Mr. Jones, start complaining that I'm a diva, and then I finally force my way out.
Right.
So the player
Which is what I think is going to either happen to Deshaun, and we'll get to quarterbacks later. But I think that's what's going to happen to Deshaun Watson. I also feel like that is getting ready to happen to Russell because I keep hearing it is getting progressively worse every single week. At first, it was just like rumblings. Now we're hearing about details about meetings. We're hearing about Russell Wilson at the Super Bowl talking to an owner, and the owner is just like, eh. And now it's just like we had the mayor. The mayor, is like, hey, like come to New Orleans.
Saints they're clearing the cap.
They're clearing a lot of cap through trades and releasing people. And now all of a sudden, like recently, I've heard that like Russell Wilson's just really like not like the coaches, like Pete Carroll and Russell are just like no communication at all. And do you need to have communication during the offseason to fucking win? No, because Tom and fucking Bill Belichick didn't even fucking. They played together for 20 years. They never had a post game meal together, or they've never hung out outside of the offseason.
So the problem with that's different, right? Because those guys, they're on a level. The problem with not communicating with your coach, that bleeds into the season. You know how I know that? Because it happened to fucking Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's true.
Doug Peterson.
Oh yeah.
Wentz?
That's right.
They went like 8 or 10 weeks without even speaking.
That's crazy.
And then they're gonna.
That's crazy.
And then they're gonna sit here and call Carson Wentz trash, when his own coach wouldn't even talk to him.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Sam Darnold.
You're terrible as a coach, and there's a reason why he's gone.
Sam Darnold.
Right.
Adam Gase didn't talk to Sam Darnold.
What?
Adam Gase didn't do it. They didn't do anything with Sam Darnold. He even came out in the meeting and was like, "Yeah, I don't grow up Sam Darnold. I don't develop him." Sam Darnold hasn't been developed in 2 years.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. So when people tell me that certain players are garbage,
Right.
and I look at who their coach is,
Right.
and it's fucking.
It's
fucking Numbnuts McSkull McScooty, whoever the fuck this guy is.
Right.
Who's already had 2 other head coaching jobs where he was a shit show.
Yep.
You can kiss my ass. Like, don't sit here and tell me Sam Darnold is trash when Sam Darnold hasn't even been developed in 2 years.
Hey, man. Sam Darnold's got it rough, man. I kind of feel bad for anybody that goes to these teams which I consider quarterback purgatory. Once it's the Jets. Yeah. So far, I guess you could like take Cleveland off of that because they've gotten to the playoffs.
No, that's a fluke. You need to do it more than once.
Okay, well, I'll put Cleveland back on there as a quarterback purgatory. The Jags, quarterback purgatory. You go there to die.
There's a difference between quarterback purgatory and just being a straight dog shit organization. I think the Jets are a dog shit organization.
Yikes.
Everybody sucks when they come to the Jets. That's the reason why Jamal Adams tried to force his way out. There's a reason why Le'Veon Bell forced his way out. There's a reason why Bart Scott will force his way out when the whole thing happened. The Jaguars, as much as they don't want to admit it, that is a dog shit organization. We'll see the Jags be good in 20 years. And then we'll see them go to shit again. However, I will tell you this, and we'll play some roses and fairy dust or whatever you want to play over.
Okay.
There you go. Yay! Trent Baalke, who's the new Jags GM.
Okay.
I like him a lot. I heard his press conference saying.
Where's Trent Baalke from?
He comes from not the Chiefs. What tree did he come from? Oh, he came from the Niners.
Oh, okay.
So he was under John Lynch.
John Lynch. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I heard him today, and they were like, because the Jags have the most money in free agency, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're asking him what his plans were for free agency. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go find value guys."
Wow.
So they're not going to spend.
They're not spending a bunch of money.
They're not spending.
They're not going to swing for the fence.
They shouldn't.
Right.
It's
going to hurt them in the long run.
That. No, it's not going to hurt them.
If they swing for the fence now, it's going to hurt them in the long run.
If you look at that roster,
because you're going to have to rebuild eventually.
It's fucking horrible. That roster is shit.
Yeah.
But he did say he did want to build that running back, which is good. He needs to. James Robinson's great, but you can't. James Robinson isn't Derrick Henry.
No, he's not.
And even if
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, and even then, Derrick Henry they need to help him too.
Do you think Leonard Fournette could end up back in Jacksonville?
No. So there's a thing said called fractured relationships. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is just a old man is racist and he got rid of all the black players and paid all the white players thing,
right?
Which is basically
what he did. Yeah.
But I think it goes deeper to the owner knew it and did nothing about it because it was right in front of him.
Yeah. I mean, it was there. It was there. So how do you get rid of Jalen Ramsey?
And then they call them babies and complainers. You got rid of Jalen Ramsey, Yannick Ngakoue, Calais Campbell. These guys are all black. Leonard Fournette, and then you paid Blake Bortles.
Dog, Blake Bortles got broke off.
Yeah, they played Blake Bortles, Andrew Norwell, Scooty McShooterson, and I don't even fucking know who.
Yeah.
They paid all the white players and got rid of all the black players, called them divas.
Yeah.
And they said, cool.
And they had, yeah. Jacksonville, we'll talk about Jacksonville one day, but Jacksonville
Jacksonville every day.
Jacksonville has had some shitty situations.
I think Trent Baalke is he's the right guy
to fix it
if they let him.
Yeah, I mean, from a PR standpoint, it doesn't look good. No player wants to go to Jacksonville. That doesn't happen.
They did hire the PR person from the Texans.
Is that a?
Well, it's a chick that was actually really good. Like the players loved her.
Oh, okay.
And then Mr. Bud Adams or whatever, whoever the fuck that guy is, he was like, "Peace out, bro. Hey, man, players like you. I don't like that. Get out of here."
He's like that guy.
That's not how the prison
Texans
goes.
are pretty much the same as the Jacks. They ship anybody that the players. The city loves these players and they get rid of them.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
No, fuck that.
We're winning too much. Get out of here.
It's crazy.
I hope the Titans are on the same. They're on the same.
Why do you keep? What is your deal with the fucking Titans? They haven't done anything. They literally haven't done anything. Look, they're not in the news. Yeah. They're not. They're like they got a great running back
every day. I run a Facebook group for the AFC South, and I run a podcast. They're in my.
I feel like you were taking the opportunity to fucking shoot these guys in the foot every chance you get.
Yeah, because they do the same thing to me. But we got a lot to talk about. We kind of moved around today.
Yeah,
we just kind of go.
I mean, but it's just a lot of shit to cover, and it's like it's still coming down the pike. I'm still learning information as I was driving here. More information. Yeah. We still haven't talked about Dak Prescott. We still haven't talked about possible free agents. It's getting nasty. The free agents got released this minute or today.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Well, hey. We got some time to chat about it. We'll be back.
And we are back. Track Majors said that they need to hurry up and bring Twisted Metal back. I agree with them 100%.
I'd like a lot of things back for the PlayStation. I'd also just like them to put games on their platform to begin with.
Oh, all right. We're not getting into that. What I would like to cover is something that I covered watched over the weekend, and I paid a lot of attention to it because it was it is what I thought it was going to be, which was entertaining. It was Coach Ware, friend of the show. Shout out to him. We're gonna shout him out first. He played against Coach Primetime Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
This happened on Saturday night. Unfortunately, because of a crucial fumble at the goal line, at the 1 yard line, Grambling lost to Jackson State.
They lost in overtime, right?
No, it was regulation. They lost 33-28.
Okay.
It was a very, very good game.
Hey, I thought these games were supposed to be broadcast on ESPN.
I'm gonna get to that. That's okay. So that's what I'm getting to. So I was watching a game of I watched the game on ESPN. It was on ESPN 2 or ESPN 3. I know it was on ESPN. It wasn't on the traditional ESPN, but it was on ESPN for sure. What I did not realize, and what I came to find out, I have no idea what just happened, but hey, we're gonna keep rolling. But I had to leave, and I was able to find the game on YouTube.
Okay.
Now I don't know this live streaming. I don't know who or what channel this was on, but it was 15,000 people in it.
Oh, wow.
And when I tell you, dude, the fact that it was 15,000 people on a YouTube channel watching a football game.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, dude. And it made me feel so good. One, not because of a friend of the show. Like, you know, we've known B Weezy for a long time. But not only that, but it was just a simple fact of like, it was 15,000 people watching one football game, and just like the comments that were strolling through the stream, like you know, I was reading comments and it was just like all positive. Like everybody was like, "This is so dope." It's like another. I read some guy. This guy was like, "Hey, you know, I really think I don't agree with him, but he was like, listen, I really think that they need to move black college football, which I hate calling it." They need to move black college football into the spring so that they can get more light. I don't think they should do that.
That's an interesting concept.
That's an interesting concept, and I don't like it because I feel like these kids that are playing college ball should get the same opportunities as these PWIs to participate in the pro days. And the
and playing in the spring,
and playing in the spring, the senior bowls, and playing in these combines and these pro days, and like I think they should get that opportunity. And because a lot of these kids that we've seen, especially come out of these smaller schools, they've shined in the combine.
Yeah.
They've either signed in the combine, they signed at their pro day, and they get looked at, or an invitation. And I think that they shouldn't have to, you know, I mean, regardless of what we're saying, Dion brings a different light to the game.
Yep.
But I just think that it's like they should still be able to get the same opportunities as these PWIs. And PWIs, if you don't understand what I'm saying, guys, is predominantly white institutes.
Oh, very, very professional way to put that.
Yeah.
Hey, kudos to you on that.
Yeah. So I'm just really happy that, you know, I'm really happy to see what is going to happen down the line. I will be watching Grambling and Jackson State. I'm very interested. I don't think that we will. I don't think this will be the last time we'll see them playing against each other. Okay. I think they'll definitely be playing against each other again down the line.
They do a playoff system now.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So again, shout out to B Weezy. I know B Weezy very well. I know this guy is going to prepare and plan. I know he's moved on, but I know he's going to want to see those guys again.
Sure.
And he's going to be ready, and he's going to have Grambling ready. Okay. I know for sure he's going to have Grambling ready.
Hey man, shout out to B Weezy. Good luck with you there.
Yes, sir.
While we're on the topic of college football.
Yes, sir.
So there's this thing that's now a thing in college football, where old white men like to either talk about
the old whites,
touch, smell, feel, younger ladies.
Yeah.
And so that's called harassment.
Yeah.
Not cool.
That's a no-no.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Pow pow.
Oh, pow pow.
You get a pow pow.
Yeah. So there's a famous white man.
Yeah.
His name is Les.
Yep.
For you LSU fans, it's your boy Les Miles.
Yeah.
Came over to Bumfuck, Kansas. Came over to Bumfuck, Kansas, and still took his past with.
Yeah. His past followed him for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So For those of you that don't know, while Les Miles was in LSU as the head coach,
he was doing a lot.
He was
of
the
foul
guy.
shit.
He was doing some stuff with
allegedly.
Allegedly with some young
ladies. Put
ladies.
air quotes out there. We don't want to prosecute anybody.
He fucking did it. So he was allegedly harassing young ladies.
Mm-hmm.
This came to I don't know how this actually came up, but Kansas found out about it last week.
Yeah.
And Les Miles was fired yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't really have much to say about this, rather than white man once again touches young white ladies or young females.
So I do want to touch on it for just like a couple of seconds. One, I'm glad that Les Miles is fired. Do I think he's going to coach again? Fuck 100%. Yeah, he's going to coach again. He's going to get the same. He's going to get the same level of. He'll get ridiculed like Art Briles did when he was running a dirty program, and he'll get, they're gonna run him into the ground on Twitter, and they're gonna talk bad about him, and there's gonna be stories that's come out like I told you about the story before we started about how he was like talking to a group of women that worked for him. And he was like, I prefer brunettes over blondes.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck does that have to do about football, dog? Not a fucking thing. There's nothing that they can do that will make those kids that are playing football for you make them perform any better.
Maybe he wanted the football to be blonde instead of
I don't give two shits.
No, it's talking about the football. It's very relevant. Color of the football. Maybe he wanted the SEC to change the color of the football.
Man, look, all I care about is this.
Oh?
I hope that whoever he assaulted, I hope they get their day in court to where they can tell their story, tell their truth. Let's not go off the deep end and like ridicule these women for telling their truths, because I honestly believe that just the way he and I don't know Les Miles, you don't know Les Miles, none of us know Les Miles.
I know him very well.
But I believe a lot of that stuff that has been said. And it's some nasty ass stories out there. And I'm not gonna go into detail because that could get us demonetized as YouTube or flagged. But there's just some really nasty shit out there, dog. And I hope he gets his day in court, because if he gets away with this, some of the stuff that he's done,
it's not cool.
It's not cool, bro. And I liked Les Miles for a long time, dude. When Les Miles got fired, I was like,
oh, sucks.
Man, maybe he should come to Texas, though.
But now it makes sense why he got fired from LSU and ended up at Kansas. There's no way you're telling me that he wasn't.
Yeah, Les Miles. Yeah, definitely. I would have definitely thought he would have taken a higher profile job.
There you go.
Outside
now
of
it makes
Lawrence,
a lot
Kansas.
of sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not going to say much about it.
Right.
Les Miles, you're a dirty sack of shit. And,
you run a dirty program too, bruh.
Yeah. And we're just gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Let's move on from old dirty white men.
Real quick. Speaking of, actually no, that's bad. Anyway, back to the NFL real quick.
Yeah.
Your boy, Mr. One-Handed Catch.
Yeah. What about him?
The GOAT wants him on his football team so he can throw balls up in the air and he doesn't.
This shit is cheating, and I don't necessarily know. Okay, so Odell Beckham there is rumors that Tom Brady wants Odell Beckham. Is that fucking cheating? Yes.
Yeah. I don't. Evans and Chris Godwin already. That's not enough.
I mean, they just franchise tag Chris Godwin today.
But now you're just trying to create super teams. I mean,
is his team not already a super team?
I mean, I guess you're at the end of your career.
If they lose Gronk, which, I mean, according to one of the expatriates that used to play with Gronk, Rob Ninkovich, he is saying that if Rob gets a nice pay, like a pay offer or a contract, a nice contract offer where he's getting top money, he might be gone.
He's a free agent?
Yeah.
My guy, Chris. I want Johnny Smith, and I'll take Johnny Smith, but Rob Gronkowski's kind of a beast.
Dog.
And it would be Carson Wentz's best friend.
That would be Carson Wentz's best friend. Also...
and Jack Doyle's 80.
And your boy Wentz right there. Wentz might be looking to throw at somebody else that used to play for the Eagles. You know what I'm talking about? Zach Ertz.
Oh yeah.
Zach Ertz.
So let me tell you,
that's a crazy rumor.
So let me tell you the what's going to happen.
Okay.
The Eagles think Chris Ballard is an idiot, and they're trying to make us trade for him and make us overpaid.
Okay.
They didn't learn from Carson Wentz because they tried to make us give him 2 first-round picks for Carson Wentz.
Right.
They got finessed, and Jeff Lurie looks like a fucking idiot because he's stupid as shit.
You stay with the Heat, bro.
What they're doing though is they're trying to make us trade for him. So Chris Ballard is just going to sit in his office, see the phone ring, not answer it.
Right.
Eagles are going to be tired of because nobody else wants Zach Ertz. The only team that wants him is the Colts, openly, right?
Right.
And so the Eagles are like, well, shit, we don't want him, so we're just going to release him. And then the Colts are going to.
There's a lot of people that's going to get released,
and the Colts are just going to sign him for like.
To circle back, it is unfair.
Yeah.
If Odell Beckham goes to Tampa Bay, it was rumored, it was reported on the Bleacher Report, but then like there was a backtracking. So we'll keep up with that. We'll touch that next week.
Yeah.
Because shit, next week we're just gonna tell you now, we're going straight in all free agency. We'll recap, some of the shit, and then we're going right into free agency. So guys, if you're not an NFL guy, then this probably won't be the episode for you because it's NFL gonna be us on free agency. That's basically what it's gonna be.
So we'll record next week's episode Tuesday.
Right.
4 hours after 3 hours because actually 2 hours after we leave.
Right.
Because spring forward this weekend.
Right.
Free agency starts.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be wild.
It's
gonna be wild.
So we'll talk more about that next week. Texas. Put a smile on my face again.
Yeah.
So
shout out to them. Let me. Goddamn.
So
I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know what was going to happen.
So Texas won their last 3 games.
Won the last 3.
The first time in Shaka Smart's coaching career. Well, his coaching career at Texas.
Right.
He finishes over 500 in the Big 12.
Right.
First time he's been 10 games over 500 overall.
They still have single-digit loss.
And they still have 17-7.
Yeah.
Yo, that's that, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, bro. Again, major shouts out to them for that.
So they're a 3 seed right now in the Big 12 tournament.
Right.
They're also a 3 seed projected by Joe Lunardi.
Right.
In the NCAA.
Which is the NCAA god, if you don't know.
Joe Lunardi updates his brackets. He's probably updating it right now.
Yeah.
And he probably just updated it again.
Yeah, because there was quite a few games that came on today.
There's been games since 11 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
And
quite a few. Action all day.
So I love this. This is what I missed about March.
Right.
And I think now I'm feeling it's starting to
feel a little normal.
When the Big 12 gets going tomorrow.
Right.
The major conferences start to get into these are like playing games, right?
Right.
Hey, these are you suck during the season.
Yeah.
Do you even deserve to be at this part?
Right.
No, you don't. All right, we knew that already.
Right.
And then it's like those little bubble teams. Tomorrow, every like major game that you could have for the rest of the year, starts tomorrow.
It's gonna get wild tomorrow, baby.
Wild.
Man, I can't. Small sidetrack. There is a rumor that we may get sports betting in the state of Texas.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, we did. If that happens, I am not a big gambler. I do daily fantasy. Yeah. That's probably about as much as I'm going to do.
That benefits
that's going to be like, for me as a person that likes daily fantasy, that is going to be major.
You can openly do it. You'll openly be able to place bets through DraftKings, which is probably what I'm most excited about.
Right.
I can use the $5-10 I put in a year, and I can see what happens with it.
Right. I've been one of those lucky guys where I've been able to take $25, start at the beginning of the season, of a football season, and then turn that into $200-300.
Sure.
But I can't take it.
Right.
I have to reuse it. I have to keep going.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the you could take.
Oh, because you're in Texas.
Right. Yeah. So I have to reuse that money. So
hey, just keep reusing. Eventually,
there's a thing that I can do. It's very, very like I'm not finna put, but basically like you put yourself outside of Texas, you can deposit.
Oh, it's a shady way to do it.
Right, it's very shady, but yeah. So that's just my thing. Like I like daily fantasy. Like I want to learn how to do parlays. Like I want to do a 3-team parlay and hit $700. Like Pat McAfee talks about that shit all the time. Like the last parlay he did, he won like $7,000.
Yeah.
He put $100 down.
Yep.
And won 7,000.
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of fucking money, dog.
So
like I'm excited for that. I hope that happens because there are a lot of people we know that are just fucking great at sports.
Yep.
Like they know their shit.
Yeah.
And if you can turn that into some money, why the fuck not?
Well, it also helps Texas economy. Which
Yeah, because we need to upgrade our fucking power grid.
Or we need to be a part of the fucking power grid.
Something, jeez.
Mr. Hot Wheels doesn't feel like we need a part of. So, anyway, now we'll bring that all back into Texas. They won the last 3.
Yeah.
I feel like this is their arch nemesis.
Right.
Tech. They play Tech tomorrow.
Tech is a thorn in their ass, dude. I don't like it. I feel confident?
I don't like this matchup at all.
No.
Do I think we can beat them? Yes.
Yes.
I think we should have beat them the first time.
I think we should have beat them the second time.
I think we should have beat them the second time, but I think
we unraveled.
But I think so we've struggled against zone defenses.
Right.
I think they've shown in the last 3 games that they can get it done.
Right. Right.
I think last week I was on here saying I think Texas wins the whole Big 12 tournament. Mm-hmm. Because I enjoy the way this team plays.
Right.
I think Shaka Smart has learned late in your coaching. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go out on a whim. Mm-hmm. I think Texas is going to win the Big 12 tournament.
Yep.
If they do, they're going to end up being 2 seed.
Yeah. To kind of piggyback off what you were saying, this last week, I really have been impressed by what Texas has done as far as defensively. They've taken smarter shots. Yep. They can bang down in the paint. They can. Their front court is brutal. Nasty. And it is outright nasty.
So they forced 22 turnovers on Sunday versus Kansas State. I get it's Kansas State.
Right.
But there's not a lot of teams you're going to force 22 turnovers.
Right. In the Big 12, even though Kansas State is, near the bottom, they're still formidable.
Good.
Yeah, the Big 12 is just good. So, this is the year where they're good.
I just think, and then after Tech, they get 2 teams that are they're match up really well against. They can get Kansas, and they could potentially get OU in the final, which I think they're better than OU.
I think they're better than OU.
And I think they're better than West Virginia.
I think they're better than
They're better than everybody but Baylor.
I think that Texas is as far as matchup wise against Kansas, they're just way bigger. Like, it's clear. Yeah. Like that team, Texas is long. They rebound. Like they can't. And that was one of the things, right? Like Kansas is used to having either a big guard or a big center. Something.
Well, they do have a big center. The problem is the guy, and he's actually really good.
Yeah, he is good, but the rest
they don't have anything else around him.
Right. He doesn't have he doesn't have a guy to that can help him out.
Yeah,
like he doesn't have. They're kind of small. They're kind of undersized at the 4, if we're being completely honest. And Texas can just move him out the paint. Yep. And he's not the spot up shooter. He's not coming down. He doesn't have handles like 80 or anything like that. Like he doesn't have that skill set. He's a traditional big. Yep. And once you neutralize him, what else do you have around Kansas? Because Kansas has always had a guard. Right. Like that's their thing. If it was Wiggins or Collins or whoever,
Nakamura, yeah,
they've always had something, and they don't have it right now.
Yeah, I just think having guys like Kai Jones who really aggressive defensively,
right?
Having guys like, and then
willing to take a charge, willing to take a foul early to kind of set the tone if he needs to.
Having the depth, right? You have guys like Brock Cunningham, who excellent defender, right? Chase Febres has really stepped up,
right?
Chase Febres to me is the best shooter on the team.
Yes, by far.
Yeah.
And I think he's the best. I think he's the best free throw shooter too.
And I think you have him at like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
In your rotation.
Yeah.
Like that's what you need to win.
He can come in he can literally come in off the bench,
hit 3
and hit and spot up, and just bang you over the head.
He's been doing that,
and he's good at it, especially if you can get him open and on that right wing, and just let him sit there. And I don't know how they do it. They are so good at running the floor this year, which I haven't seen in a long time. They are so amazing at running the floor
and
speed. They can get open, dude. It's impressive. It's because it's like we're not used to seeing it. It's fun to watch.
It's
like
so fun
as a fan, it's fun to fucking watch, dog. And so like seeing, spot up shooters, being able to see people run the floor, seeing people just getting baseball passes,
dirty and
getting grimy with it, being able to pick up rebounds and just chunk them over to fucking everybody. People sprinting down, trying to get to the basket as fast as possible.
Getting to their
first. Man,
that's been the problem with Texas the last 2 years. Is like they would play a great defensive possession,
right?
And then they wouldn't rebound.
Right.
And then
or they would go on this offensive slump and shit the bed.
And they would go, not only would they go on a slump, they'd go on the slump in the defense and they couldn't stop a firefly.
Yeah.
Right. So but they don't have that problem.
Right.
There were times
they look well versed right now.
In that Oklahoma game, there was a time where they went dead.
Yeah.
But they played well defensively, and so did Oklahoma.
Yeah,
and it kept them in the game.
Right.
And I think that's the reason. I think you need that to win in March. Is this a Final Four team? No, I don't think so. Is it?
You don't think so this year?
Not this year. No. Is it? I think it's. Is it an Elite 8 team? Yes.
Okay.
Based on the matchup. Now, if I look at the bracket today, and where the road that they would have to take to get to the Final Four.
This is going to be a hard year this year.
I don't think it's where they are in the bracket currently. I think they have it easy all the way up into the. There's not a matchup that I saw, and I was like, ooh.
Because Michigan looks good.
They're not in their bracket.
Ooh.
The toughest. They're in Gonzaga's bracket.
Oh.
And that top half of that bracket, is not very. All the talent's on the bottom half of the bracket.
Okay.
That's just what I see right now.
Right.
I think the toughest matchup.
If the bracket works out in our favor or in Texas's favor, and the only person we have to go against is Gonzaga, that's
you want to know why? When Joe Lunardi updated the brackets, I think either this morning or yesterday morning. Remember that VCU Tennessee matchup I kept sending you?
Right.
They're not in our bracket anymore.
Whoa.
So that changed the whole thing for me. It's USC. And somebody else, and people are impressed with USC. They have a really good freshman who's actually projected to be 3rd overall. They haven't played anybody.
Oh damn! Okay.
I think we would run USC out of the gym.
Okay.
And it'd be like a 30-point game. Like I don't think they're that good.
All right.
So very favorable. So part of me wants them to do enough to stay where they are.
Yeah.
But part of me wants them to be a 2 seed because it'd just be exciting to see how they do against real competition.
Speaking of favorable. My guy Dak Prescott got paid.
Oh yeah.
Dak Prescott got paid, y'all.
Hey guys.
I don't know how I feel about. I'll tell you this, as a Cowboy fan, and we only got four minutes. Only got 4 minutes to cover this shit,
bro.
Okay.
We don't want to talk about Jerry Jones. Make this a 30-second segment.
Nah, fuck that.
Hi guys, this is Giro.
Yeah. We talk about your fucking Colts all the time. So it's fucking Cowboy time. How are they entertaining to talk about? How are the Colts entertaining? Don't get me started on that bullshit. Track Majors is spinning in a circle, laughing his ass off while eating a fucking Pop-Tart. That looks amazing, by the way.
Strawberry Pop-Tarts are trash.
Hey, dude is smacking on the Pop-Tarts like going hard. Anyway.
See, this is how I'm winning because I'm wasting the time.
Nah, fuck off. Anyway, anyway, the Cowboys have signed Dak Prescott to a 4-year. You're being an asshole. Track Majors, you're being an asshole. The Cowboys have signed Dak Prescott again for the 3rd time to a 4-year deal, which is $160 million. Up to $164 million in incentives. And there's some details that have come out. I kind of want to cover them, tell you how I feel about them. There's a no trade clause,
Okay.
which has had
You have
happened
to.
before.
Every major deal has had that.
Right. And there's no tag provision. So
you can't tag them.
can't tag.
See, that's called freedom.
The guarantee is $126 million in guaranteed money. Here's what I'd like to cover that a lot of people haven't been covering, which makes this deal a lot more friendlier for Dak or for Dallas, and it makes it even better for Dak to begin with. Now, do I believe that Dak Prescott needs that type of money? No, I don't. Let me be first to say. And I like Dak Prescott. I don't love Dak Prescott, but I like him a lot. I like watching him. I like how he balls. But am I in love with Dak Prescott? Because there's some things that I would like to see from Dak Prescott, just from a football stance. There's just a lot of things that I would like to see from him. I would like to see him utilize his legs a little bit more. I would like to see him kind of get the ball out a little quicker because he's been known to hold the ball for a while. But as far as the deal is concerned, the way the deal works and the way it works for Dak and the way it works for Jerry, which Jerry always finds a loophole. And for you idiots that don't fucking realize what's going on, Jerry Jones, if there wasn't a Jerry Jones, there would be no fucking salary cap and the Cowboys would have everybody. He put a salary cap in place along with Al Davis in 1991 or 92 to make things fair. We got 1 fucking minute. No, we're going to stay on this shit. We got to ride this one out. Can we ride this out? Oh, my God. Anyway, I will come back to it. But basically, the deal is structured to where if at any point in time, Jerry can restructure the deal, take any money from the salary, and move it up into a guaranteed so that it frees up salary space. That is some fucking crazy. It's crazy. It is nuts. But here's the deal. It works for Dak because Dak now gets 30. We got 30 seconds. Okay. So Dak gets an opportunity to get more guaranteed money, but it also frees up money on the cap end. So in the back half of that contract, he can just move that shit up and free up cap space to sign more players.
That's cheating. We'll be back.
We'll be right back. And we're back. We recently started to talk about how Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones have been magically made this contract work. It looks terrible right now, but in the end, it's going to work out.
Why didn't we clap hands?
I don't know. I just went back into it. It doesn't matter. We'll get it. I mean, Track Majors he's great at what he does. But how I felt about the contract. So just getting onto that, the contract is massive, but in the end, I'm relieved as a Cowboys fan that the deal is done. If we want to be completely honest, because I'm tired of having
the entire year.
I'm tired of having that. I'm tired of having that conversation. Where's that going? Does he deserve the money? Does he do this? What does he do? Now the Facebook Cowboys group that I follow on Facebook is absolutely garbage. I'm thinking about leaving it because it's just completely trash. Old White's just making just the dumbest comments I've ever.
That's what a lot
heard.
of Facebook groups are.
Oh. It makes me hate Facebook even more.
You think the Cowboys groups are wild? You should go check out the Colts groups.
It's ridiculous.
It's funny.
But we're talking about the largest fan base in sports.
That's true. It's probably like
it's terrible. But as a non-Cowboys fan, how do you feel about the deal?
I think Dak finessed the Cowboys and he deserved to do so. That's
even after what I just explained to you?
Yeah. I get that they can move that into look. Even if they were to move money out of the salary to make it more guaranteed, that benefits Dak even more.
I mean, yeah, it does.
So I feel like he finessed the fucking Cowboys.
I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. So he got he got $72 million up front.
He got $75 million.
So he got 75.
No, next year his salary will be $75 million.
Okay.
He got
126 guaranteed.
Yeah.
So right now we're talking about the entire contract is 164.
Right.
80% of that is pretty much guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if the Cowboys in 2 years are in cap hell, they can slowly move some of that money that hits the salary cap and make it even more guaranteed. So by the time this is all over, if the Cowboys don't know how to manage the cap,
which
it's not going to happen.
They've been able to manage the cap very well within the last. Yeah,
it's not going to happen, but there is a possibility Dak could get a fully guaranteed contract.
I mean, is it going to? Would you give your quarterback fully guaranteed money if you knew that you could possibly free up cap space to make that team better?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so here's another thing that I wanted to touch on that I didn't bring up. Zeke's contract.
Aren't they restructuring it?
Zeke's contract and Amari Cooper. I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to say this because I honestly think this is going to happen. Amari Cooper's last year is in Dallas is this year.
Makes sense.
They're going to get rid of him.
Makes sense.
$20 million. He's had some lower injuries. He's still a good wide receiver.
Great wide
but if I can get valuable picks for him,
sure.
And I still got a young core with CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup, I'm keeping him. And it's for some reason I just feel like Michael Gallup and Dak Prescott have a really, really, really good connection. Zeke Elliott, I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm going to say Zeke Elliott will be a Jacksonville Jaguar in 2022.
I don't think they should have ever signed Zeke Elliott to that contract.
It was not friendly. I mean, unless these guys restructure, I don't see them being Cowboys past next year.
Here's the problem. At the point that they signed Zeke, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still think there was holes that they needed to address.
Right.
Instead of doing that, they let Zeke go to Cabo and fucking finesse them into a long-term deal.
Right.
This is where teams make mistakes.
Right.
The Colts did it. We did the same thing.
Right.
We let Trent Richardson and the Cleveland Browns finesse us in that stupid fucking first-round pick for our garbage shit, piece of shit running back.
Okay.
Fuck you, Ryan Grigson. And then, well, you know what that cost us? It cost us our quarterback's career.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't get the linemen to protect him.
Right.
So fuck you, Ryan Gibson. Anyway. I think you should have. There should be 3 positions in my mind that should be your number one priority: quarterback, left tackle, and a premier edge rusher.
Yeah, left in.
Left, right, an edge. Somebody on the edge. Left in, right in, outside in.
I want my left in. I want my best defensive passer going up against your left tackle.
Right.
Because if my left end can cause hell on the back end,
exactly, it frees up
everything on this other end.
Worst comes to worst, your left tackle has to go 1-on-1 every single time.
Right.
And it's 50-50.
It's gonna cause shit. It's gonna cause a lot of problems.
And you just get value at the rest of the defensive line, and those guys are gonna be at eat.
Right.
This is why the Colts need a premier edge rusher.
Right.
And that's what they're hopefully going to focus on this year. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. I think my concern with the contract, right? So I guess moving the money is cool. Will they? The Cowboy. So deservedly so. The Cowboys fan base is impatient.
Right.
They probably want a Super Bowl. They probably want. They just want playoff wins. They want to go to an NFC title game.
Yeah, I would have been completely satified within the last 10 years if we went to an NFC title game.
So because it's hard to get to the Super Bowl,
it's very hard,
especially in the NFC where there's a new team every year.
Yeah.
A new team every year. So, I think the Cowboys need to put a lot of focus in on that defense. Because if they don't, it's going to turn into Cowboys fans versus Tony Romo.
Right.
Tony Romo is going to go up and down the field against defenses, and the Cowboys' defenses are going to go up and down the field with offenses.
Right.
So they need to fix that defense.
Right.
I don't know how they do it. I don't pay enough attention to them, but I do think they need to. I think the secondary is somewhere they need.
I think they need a safety, and I think they need a veteran at corner.
And I think a safety that they can go get that I think is perfect for the Cowboys just opened up yesterday.
Which one?
Shit. I had his name.
Speaking of veteran free agents, Malcolm Butler got let go.
I don't even want to talk about it. We'll wait till next week. Keanu Neal.
Oh, yes.
He's only 27.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a great.
He got let go from the Falcons, right?
I think he'd be a great fit for the Cowboys.
Keanu Neal is a really good player. And he's very fast. He can cover very well.
So we'll hold that for next week, but that's just one name I think the Cowboys should look at.
Right.
Well, guys, we've come to the last segment. We're going to make this one really quick.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks.
Right. I mean, it's been updated for the most part.
Every week.
It's been, hey, Dak is off the board.
Oh, Dak's off the board.
Dak is off the board.
Real quick for you guys that don't know, 7 most talk about quarterbacks over the last week. We put them on the board. We see where we go.
Yeah.
And we talk about it, and we just kind of see how this evolves week over week.
Yeah.
So, Dak, guy, off the board.
Dak's off the board. No trade clause.
Let me put
that
this.
Is
let me
wild.
let me just let you know, Tim, that I was right about Dak.
Okay.
I did say he was staying with the Cowboys. Yeah, once again, Reese is right.
Here, I'll give you some more. Here you go. Some more.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right.
Off the board.
So real quick, we're just gonna go down the list. We're gonna do this real quick, and then we'll pick it up next week.
Yeah.
Deshaun.
San Fran. I'm sticking with San Fran.
Okay.
You're gonna. What do you?
I'm still saying the Panthers.
Okay.
I think the Panthers are sold on Deshaun, and I don't think
You think they're gonna go for broke? They're gonna give up the house.
You want CMC? Go. We can go find. There's 100 quarterbacks that are running backs we can get in the draft.
Right.
Go for it.
This is a nice draft for running backs.
It really is.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky's still dog shit. It hasn't changed.
Yep. Free agent.
A-Rod, I think, stays with the Packers. He's still there.
Yeah, he's still with the Packers.
Sam Darnold with the Jets.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
I'm Las Vegas. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dude.
What?
That shit is in there. What was the term that you used earlier? Fractured relationship.
You think so?
That
You think it's
relationship is fractured, dog.
Okay.
It is done. It is done. Where do you think he's gonna go?
Vegas. I have no reason to change.
There it is. Listen. Next week is gonna be fucking crazy. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of football players getting released. Like I said earlier, Malcolm Butler got released. Keanu Neal got released. I didn't know Keanu Neal got released. Trent Brown got released, but eventually he got picked up by the Patriots. They got a lot of fucking cap money. They got a lot of money. How's it going? But we're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Sure.
We are, of course, in Track Major Studio. You got anything for the people, dog?
Hey, man. I just want people to know a week from now, Romeo Aquara is going to be called. And I can't wait.
That's crazy. Hey, next week, like I said, we're gonna cover all of the free agents. Next week is just gonna talk about the free agents. We're gonna recap, and we're gonna hop right into it. So, you guys, what's up?
Shout out to Governor Hot Wheels, my guy.
Shout out to Governor Hot Wheels. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Somebody told me that I needed to say that because I haven't been.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe?
Yeah, comment, and subscribe. I think I got something down the pike that I think I'm going to add a sports question line.
Okay.
So you guys stay tuned. Just stick with us. We're still learning this thing out. But I appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe. Wear a fucking mask. Wash your hands. Stay out of other people's fucking business. Is there anything else I can think of? I don't know.
Hook 'em horns, baby.
Hook 'em horns. Let's go, Texas. Let's beat Tech. You guys stay safe. If you guys need beats, make sure you hit up Track Majors. I'll have this information in the description below. Find your North Star, and we'll see you.
Peace.